Thank you for watching and welcome to our little corner of magic.
Potions and Preparations, Part 19. The morning after the Copper Stag,
It's way too early for this.
the castle was far too bright for Jean's liking.
Ugh, bloody hell. My head.
Every floating lantern in the corridor felt like it had a personal vendetta against her skull as she trudged toward the dungeon, hood low, shoulders stiff, muttering threats at the floor.
Damn it, stupid floor.
Meanwhile, deep in the potions classroom, Severus was already at work. The room hummed softly with the sound of simmering cauldrons. He moved with sharp, efficient precision, adding powdered rue to one, stoking another with a controlled flick of his wand. But his thoughts were elsewhere, Balam and Anwir, again, lurking at the Copper Stag, watching her. Fools, he muttered under his breath, though the insult didn't quite quell the uncomfortable coil forming in his chest. Why her? What do they want with Jean Grifflet? He didn't like the answer forming in back of his mind. The door creaked. Jean staggered in, wincing at the sound, pale as the winter light outside. Severus's eyebrow arched sharply. "You look absolutely dreadful." She groaned and waved a hand weakly.
Good morning to you too, Severus.
He pinched the bridge of his nose, exhaling through his teeth. "For Merlin's sake." With a swift motion, he reached into a cupboard, retrieving a small vial of bright ruby-red liquid. "Pepper up potion," he said, tone crisp. "Drink it before you insult one of my cauldrons by fainting into it." She blinked at him, bleary but grateful.
You're an angel, in disguise.
He scoffed. "Hardly." Jean downed the potion in one swallow. A plume of steam burst from her ears, and she grimaced as the color returned to her cheeks. "Better?" he asked.
Much.
She breathed, steadying herself.
Thank you.
But his gaze lingered on her, longer than she expected, not angry, not lecturing, assessing, concerned. Before she could ask, he abruptly turned away, robes swirling as he motioned to the cauldrons. "Where behind?" he said curtly. "These potions must be finished before the Yule Ball, and if you insist on wandering off to taverns unescorted..."
Oh, don't start.
She groaned. "Then at least refrain from doing so the night before brewing something that can melt through stone when mismeasured." Jean rolled her eyes but picked up her stirring rod.
You're worried.
"I am practical," he corrected, a bit too sharply. "Now focus." She hid her smile behind her hair. A few minutes, only the bubbling of cauldrons filled the room. Then, "Jean." His voice was low, controlled, almost hesitant. She looked up. "When you were at the Copper Stag, did anything unusual happen?" Her brows pinched.
No, nothing. Why?
He paused, jaw tightening a fraction. "No reason," he lied, a very obvious lie. But he didn't push further. Not yet. Instead, he flicked his wand, sending a scroll unfurling across the work table. "Once this batch is set, we'll continue the preparations in the Great Hall." Jean smirked faintly. "Back to the floating snowflakes? Back to ensuring you don't blow up a chandelier?" She nudged him playfully with her elbow. "Oh, come on, you enjoyed last time." His ears went faintly pink, barely visible beneath his hair. But it was enough. "Focus, Jean." Love what you see, like and subscribe and be a part of our journey. It's far from being over.